Hi, my name is Asha Gales, and this is my reflection for my proposal, A Return to Learn, a non-traditional student support and advocacy program. So this proposal was written to the University of New Mexico's Office of Academic Affairs. So this audience is an audience comprised of administrators. So it influenced the tone of the proposal. Um, in fact, I actually consider my audience from two different perspectives when I was developing my proposal and really fine tuning it. So I thought about the perspective of the audience that was going to read this proposal and have to consider it. But I also thought about the audience from the perspective of the individuals that this proposal advocated for and what its goals were to achieve for this particular audience. So, because I thought about the audience from two different perspectives, I decided to adopt a formal tone, but I wanted that tone not only to be formal, but I wanted it to be respectable, and I wanted it to be informative, and I also wanted it to be persuasive because I thought this is going to be critical if the goal is to improve the experiences of non-traditional students like myself and others. So I thought about a couple of things. When I actually started writing, I didn't initially have an idea of the images that I was going to use. So for me, the narrative that I was able to create really influenced the photos that I wanted to use to help support my proposal. Once I had kind of a framework for what I wanted to write, I then went and looked for photos that would reinforce those ideas. And I did that through a couple of ways. So, number one, I used some actual screenshots from the actual university's website. I also used some photos that were reflective of data that had been collected from non traditional students. I also used photos that were reflective of some of the university's own initiatives. Once I had those photos in mind, I used those within the body of my proposal to really reiterate the subject matter that I had presented in the description when laying out the issues or concerns or um, the things that might be overlooked for this particular student population. So for the first image that I used, I actually used the image of a Lobo with that had the words "Go Lobos" on it, and I used it because for UNM, I wanted to also reflect or reiterate their own initiative. So in 2025, they had an initiative called The Pack Has Your Back. And so I wanted to incorporate that initiative in the Return to Learn proposal because I wanted to show how this proposal actually wasn't a departure or something new, but really an expansion on an idea that they already had. I used the image of the Lobo there because I wanted them to see, like, hey, this isn't disconnected. So when I moved into phase one of my actual proposal, I used the image of some student data because that first section was students are the key. And so for that particular image, I used a picture that shows statistics of how non traditional students feel about their experience. And so it really highlights that those students really don't feel like a part of the community. And so if non traditional students feel like that they are not part of the community, are they going to feel at UNM that the PAC really does have their back? So I was trying to kind of tie those things together. The next set of images I used were actual screenshots that shows UNM's ANTS organization, which is their Association of Non-Traditional Students, which is a student-led organization for non-traditional students, which is a great idea. But when you click on any of the links, it takes you to a page that says not found. So I use that in the phase where we make information accessible. So I use that really again to tie in to the beginning ideas. And so hopefully each picture kind of built on the previous theme. So those are just a few examples of how I incorporated the pictures into my proposal and into the theme that I was trying to evoke. I tried to be as factual as possible when it came to the data that I was able to prove. I tried to be thoughtful even when constructing the cost of what this proposal may look like, and considering salaries and how that would work, and even considering how we would position students and faculty and staff to be able to support this type of program. So I put a lot of thought into this proposal, and I hope that this reflection just kind of gives you a glimpse into kind of a little bit of my thought process when writing it. And I hope it helps you enjoy reading the proposal a little bit more. Thank you for your time.